In the heart of the African wilderness, a tribe known as the Hadzabe faced an unexpected challenge. Fierce and cunning, the baboons threatened their way of life. But what did the Hadzabe do to defend themselves? The answer will leave you in awe. So, let's dive into the video to know. For this tribe's men, hunting baboons is a daily activity in a hot, harsh climate. Their landscape is precariously packed with thorny bushes, poisonous snakes, and man-eating lions. But a successful hunting expedition is the difference between eating or going hungry. Hunting activity. The Hadza tribe are highly efficient and skilled hunters, and the surprising thing about them is they can adjust their diet according to the season. Depending on local availability, at some point in time, some groups might rely more heavily on tubers, others on berries, and others on meat. Traditionally, the Hadza tribe do not make use of hunting dogs as it is a part of their tradition. Women also hunt for their tribe and family. But the main thing is that their hunting includes digging sticks, carrying berries in the grass basket, and holding various other items in the pouch near their necks. They do not go hunting but all the other activities except this. Men mostly carry axes and bows. Surprisingly, there are two types of arrows, poisonous and non-poisonous. They also carry fire drills, shoes, other garments, and other small things. The men specialize in hunting big animals so that they can get meat, honey, and the baobab fruit from the baobab tree. The women specialize in berries, tubers, and other green items. This division of work is rather apparent, but at times women also gather small animals and eggs and are also seen gathering honey. Likewise, the men bring tuber and some berries back to the campsite. That's how both males and females work together to serve a livelihood. Also, their hunting is influenced by seasons, especially the dry season. As in dry season, men often hunt in pairs and spend entire nights lying in wait by waterholes, hoping to shoot animals that approach for a nighttime drink and are treated with poisonous bows and arrows. The poison is made of the branches of the shrub Adenium cutaneum. Now you might wonder about the role of bows and arrows. Well, they are part of their hunting, so let's talk further about their hunting techniques. Hadza hunting techniques. Persistence hunting is monitoring and pursuing prey, such as antelopes, over extensive distances until the prey is worn out. Then, the Hadza hunters use their strength and endurance to catch the prey. Bow and arrow. The Hadza hunt with handmade bows and arrows. They use locally available materials, such as wood and animal sinew, to make their weapons. Unfortunately, in order to catch moving animals more effectively, the arrows are frequently laced with poison from the desert rose plant. They have hunted various animals like baboons, antelope, buffalo, etc., using handmade poisoned bows and arrows crafted during their hunting missions. Trapping. The Hadza also use traps to capture small wildlife like birds, rats, and other small creatures. Natural resources found in the environment, such as sticks and vines, can be used to build these traps. Hadzabe diet. Just like hunting, we can imagine their diet as well, full of meat, animal flesh, plants, etc. Their diet can be conveniently categorized into 5 main categories: tubers, berries, meat, baobab, and honey. The Hadza people follow a seasonal diet and rarely get antibiotics. However, the Hadza are regularly exposed to microorganisms in their surroundings because no powerful commercial cleaning products are available. This may help to explain the gut microbiome's adaptability partially. The staples of their diet include the baobab tree, high-fiber tuber roots, berries, fresh honey, and various meats from hunting. A common dish is a soup made from the baobab fruit. But you know what? Baboons are also a part of their diet. Shocked, right? Let's know more about this. If you don't know, baboons are a gnarly bunch of animals with massive teeth, bigger than a lion's, and you might not believe it, but you need to think twice before facing them. Hadza people go out during the evening to find where the baboons live and spend the rest of the night near their homes, so that in the morning, the first thing they can do is hunt them. Then, as the sun rises in the morning and the baboons start to wake up, they are shot with poisonous arrows and crash and fall down on the ground. This way, the baboons are hunted and then eaten. Seasonal hunting. And as we said, just like their hunting, their diet is also affected by the change of season. A mostly plant-based, high-fiber diet is a part of the wet season and is composed mostly of honey, some fruit, tubers, and occasional meat. And on the other hand, during the dry season, the game changes. The contribution of meat to their diet increases as their diet game becomes concentrated around sources of water. So this is how Hadza people hunt and eat. Isn't it surprising and weird at the same time? Let us know your thoughts on this tribe in the comment section below, and follow for more such videos. In the heart of Tanzania, there exists a tribe with a remarkable connection to nature. Among the Hadza people, an ancient tradition has persisted through generations, a language not of words but of melodies that harmonize with the songs of birds. And in today's video, we will be disclosing how they talk to birds and their unique language or signs. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Here we begin. In northern Tanzania, near Lake Eyasi, there is a group called the Hadza. They have lived there for a long time, but no one knows exactly how long. They are known as hunters and gatherers, hunting animals and gathering food from the land. The Hadza have their own unique way of understanding their history through food. They believe that their ancestors used to easily catch wild animals just by looking at them. But things have changed now. The Hadza face challenges like farms taking up their hunting grounds. They live in small camps and make decisions together. In their community, everyone is treated equally, with no one having more power than others. So the popular thing here is they talk to birds, but how? When it comes to talking to birds, they frequently have in-depth knowledge of the regional ecologies and have developed the ability to monitor and comprehend animal behavior through many generations. They got this knowledge from their ancestors many years ago, and it has passed through different generations. Observing the birds. The Hadza tribe frequently devote much time to monitoring and studying various creatures, especially birds. They may interpret the behaviors of birds as signals or messages by carefully monitoring how they behave. For instance, particular bird sounds or behaviors may signal the presence of particular species, particular weather patterns, or even possible risks. Communication occurs in various methods. Now, after observing and using their knowledge, they use various communication methods. For example, some tribes mimic the vocalizations and cries of various bird species. They could try to interact with or communicate with birds or other members of their society by mimicking bird noises. This custom is prevalent throughout the world's civilizations. Symbolic gestures are also fascinating in Hadzabe's interaction with birds. They imitate avian behaviors with their hands, arms, and body motions, resulting in visual communication. These actions help build rapport, start conversations, and communicate ideas, strengthening the bond between people and birds. Well, we must say, this is indeed an art of communicating with species like birds. This has not been seen anywhere else, and is such an amazing and intriguing thing to come across. It seems so cool. Honeybees are the favorite or most popular birds they talk to. Surprisingly, though they communicate with various species, the Hadza's favorite of the available commodities is honey. However, beehives are difficult to access and much harder to detect since they are high up in thick-trunked baobab trees and ferociously defended by their stinging inhabitants. An innocent black and white bird the size of a robin, the greater honeyguide, enters. Greater honeyguides, a separate species of the honeyguide family, are excellent hive finders and enjoy grubs and beeswax. According to some estimates, this is advantageous for the Hadza, who acquire roughly 15% of their calories from honey. So whenever they wish to find honey, the Hadza people yell and whistle a particular song. And then, a honey guide will fly into the camp if one is nearby, chatting and fluttering its feathers. Then, the Hadza pursue it while crying and gathering their axes and torches. They locate the right tree and then smoke out the bees, cut it open, and remove the tasty combs from the nest by following the honey guide until it settles close to the location of its cargo. The honey guide continues to observe. Also, as we know, honey is one of the most energy-rich foods, and when it comes to Africa, African bees are highly aggressive and used to harm any intruder. Even the experts are afraid of them, but the Hadza people proved it to be something else. They are like friends to these bees and know how to subdue bee defense. They wedge a bundle of dry wood wrapped in palm fronds over a long pole, then set the bundle on fire, hoist it up, and rest it against a beehive in a tree. When most of the bees are smoked out of that beehive, the people chop the tree, tolerate the stings of these bees that remain, and scoop out the liquid gold within, which we call honey, and the tribe continues to take the amount of honey they need. Now you know how this tribe talks to the birds and takes their help. So this is how the Hadza tribe talk to birds. Isn't it surprising enough? Share your views in the comments below and subscribe for more such videos.